What's up? This is Abaclef FOREX-HK. We're a forex company, digital marketing company, web development and app development company. And today happens to be my first video on forex trading, my first strategy. And guys, this is one strategy that works on boom and crash. All right. Please, if you do not have an account with Deriv, I will drop in my link below. Please click on the link to open an account with Deriv and start trading synthetic indices. All right. Now, Deriv has a secret that I want to expose to you guys. So please, first before we dive in, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on my post notification, and like my video. Please share this video to other traders. All right, I see how traders sip traders off their money, promising them a profitable strategy, and that ain't right. All right, that's not good. That's not good. We should be sipping our brokers. We should be sipping our brokers. So I've been using this strategy for quite a while, and it has exposed a lot of how Deriv regulates the boomer crash market. Now, the boomer crash market is actually not a currency trading in the synthetic indices, and it's mimic the actual market. All right. Now we have boom 1000, boom 500, crash 1000, and crash 500. Now this market on the boom you only aim for spike, and on the crash you aim for the down spike. All right. Now it's a very simple setup, and quite I'll be uploading more strategy, more updates on this particular strategy. First, I want to teach you guys on how to follow the trend on boom and crash. This seems very difficult for most traders, but if you can get a hack on this, my friend, the sky is the beginning. All right. Without wasting much of our time, um, first we're gonna be using just two indicators. Trust me, just two indicators. All right. Now, two indicators is what we need for this video, and subsequently, I'll be dropping more videos on the updates of this strategy. So please, you gotta turn on my post notification. It's very important. All right. Please, I don't want to waste more of your time because I myself I need to go back to trading. So first I'll be using the Bullinger bands. Now you see the period is 25, deviation 2.000, shift 0, apply to close. You don't need to make any changes. You don't need to make any changes. Just click on done. Whoa. Now, if you know how the market is, if you've actually studied forex fundamentals, you should know about trend lines, support and resistance. Now, the function of this Bollinger Band is to tell us the support and resistance. Now, before you could trade the boom synthetic indices or crash synthetic indices, you always open your position on the 1 hour time, the 1 minute time frame rather. Please excuse me. You always open your position on the 1 minute time frame, but you use higher time frame to analyze your market. All right, higher time frames gives you where your support is, your resistance is, where the next spark is going to occur. So usually I start from H day one. All right. Um, then I move down. You can see on day one it was actually an uptrend. Same thing applies to H4. That's the 4 hour. Is it was on an uptrend. Now, if you notice, you can see clearly that the market does not move below the center Bollinger band. It kept on going between the first and the middle Bollinger band. That's to tell you this is an uptrend. All right, this is an uptrend. If it crosses it down, then it's a reversal trend. It's a change of trend. All right. So if you notice, this is an actually uptrend. So if I should stay on the market and keep buying, I'll be in profit by the end of today. All right. Now the advantage of this strategy is that it helps you to stay longer in the market. So for those traders who have 1K dollars, $500 in your account, you can open maybe 0.5 position, three position with 0.5 lot size. All right. 0.5 lot size and like three positions, and you can leave it for a couple of hours, say 4 hours or more, and you are always going to be in profit. All right, because why? The H4 is on an uptrend already. All right, but you just have to be patient. You have to have a capital that can hold it. But what about those who have $100 in their account, less than $500 in their account? They can't stay long. All right, so they need to scalp the market. All right, so how do these guys scalp the market and make good profit? Now, we said that the lower Bollinger Band helps us to know our support. All right, the top Bollinger Band tells us our resistance. Now we already know that this is an uptrend. All right, so we have it at the back of our mind that boom 1000 is trending on an uptrend. All right, now I'll go to my H1. All right, it's still the same thing. It's still on an uptrend. All right, it's still on an uptrend, even though it might has to retest a bit at this point. It might has to retest a bit at this point, but it's still gonna go back up. It can cross this center Bollinger Band. All right, so we move down to our 30 minutes. All right, down to our 30 minutes. You see, it's actually selling now, but that should be a problem. It's just a retest. Down to the 15 minutes, 5 minutes. So I can actually place, sorry, pardon me, I'm trying to move. um okay, I can actually leave the chart and let it sell down to this point before I can take a buy again. All right, so basically that's what occurs here. You understand? So I can let it sell to somewhere here before you see the line. I can let it set to this point, this red line, before I move. Now, how did I get this red line? It's just from the Bollinger Band. The lower Bollinger Band ends here, and definitely is going to take um a little retest, because here was our last support. All right, here happens to be our last support. So basically, this line is where I'll be aiming my sell out. All right, so that's just how it is. So, and quickly, if we want to know the beginning of this trend, all right, how do we know when this trend is starting? It's pretty simple. All I have to do is to add my second indicator, which is the moving average. Now the moving average is set to be 200 exponential. Keep it on blue. I like it on linear weight rather, and click on done. Now if you notice is this blue line started crossing the chart at this point. All right, it started crossing the chart at this point. Now whenever the blue line is below the chart is on top of the blue line, it signifies is an uptrend. But when the blue line crosses over, right now you see what it's doing here. You notice it's crossing over, meaning it's about to start a sell. This is what I mean. If it crosses over like this, if it crosses over like this from this point down, now it's a sell trend, so I can decide to sell the market. But I don't advise people to sell on boom 1000 or boom 500. It's pretty risky. You should have a lot of money in your account before you can take that trade. But if you're a scalper, I simply advise you do away with that and only focus on buy on boom 1000 and sell on crash. You see the blue line, it crosses over, so it's very easy for you to detect. It's very good. I can decide to stay long on the market as long as this blue line has crossed over and gone below the chart. I can decide to stay how long I want to stay and make my good profits. It's always going to go up. It's always, see, it's always, when it crosses over, it's always going to be a buy. Once it crosses over, it's always going to be a buy. Let's check the same for um boom. You see boom 500, it crosses over at this point, and definitely it's a buy. It's a buy. You see it crosses over. It was selling down. Wow, it started selling from here. Please pardon my arrow. It started selling from this point. It started selling from this point, you see, and now it started buying. Let's check that of crash 1000. The same thing applies to crash 1000. Now it's buying. You see it's sold at this point. It started selling at this point. The blue line is on top of the chart, so I can just keep it on a sell. Once it crosses over, please close the trade. You see, this is one of the hack that you will never get anywhere. Now, it's a very easy and simple strategy to use for those who decide to stay long on the trend. On the sell trend in crash, you always, the trend is your friend. Never forget that. The trend is always going to be your friend. Now, I'll be dropping another video on how to catch the spike. Each of this red line, there's a strategy on how to catch it, but it's gonna be on my next video. So please do well to subscribe and drop your comments below. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, beautiful traders. Thank you so much.